is working correctly. If it's not, somebody will probably let me know eventually. But today I'm trying out something new, right? We're gonna do this shit, you know. I'm gonna do this shit, try to do this shit every day before the pod. Oh shit. Sorry, I don't need it. Every day I'm gonna try to talk, sports before the pod, run a different show, kind of evening, before dinner, right when you get off the shift type shit. So y'all can catch me every day around 5 doing the Talk Sports with Wavy show. All right. Um, First thing I'm gonna go ahead and dive into just talking is we're gonna talk about the draft and how college football ended. Unfortunately, my Gators wasn't in there. They weren't involved at all whatsoever, but we will be in the future. Um, but Mendoza, I mean, absolutely balled out. Everybody was talking about how Mendoza didn't go to Miami. I'm like, he didn't go to Miami, he didn't go to Florida, he didn't go to Florida State. How did no school in the state of Florida get this man? Is absolutely blows my mind. How no school in the state of Florida wanted him. Uh, but Mendoza should absolutely be. It was what the fuck is going on? Maybe turn on the Wi-Fi. Yeah, his will to win is out of this world. Like that run he did in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he got my vote. Absolute number one overall pick, no question. Let's see if I can get the lights right. They ain't doing here. Um, Absolute number one overall pick, if you ask me. But as far as the Jaguars, we don't have a first round pick. I don't think we have a pick into the second round. I want the top DB. I don't care if it's a safety or a corner. I don't care what it is. I want the top DB off the board. That's how I feel. Other people might say linebacker. Other people might say running back. I want the top DB off the board. That's my opinion. I think with these matters and like the front office and shit like that, like you can't really call it. You don't know. It's all based off of your opinion at that point and who they think and what they think should happen as they build the team. I don't think anyone actually just like knows, surefire knows who's going to be like fucking like a hit every time because like they didn't know Parker Washington was. Doug Peterson had Parker Washington on the bench for like 2 years, so all of a sudden Liam Cohen comes in and Parker Washington's a fucking star. So, and we'll get back to the Parker Washington stuff. Um, NFL playoff. Yeah, that's what I was basically talking about. The picks. I think we should attack. Get DBs, offensive and defensive linemen. Keep getting bulk in the middle, and we need some defensive backs. That's what the Jaguars need to get. That's what I'm hoping we get in the draft. If you're just now joining the show, we're just talking sports with Wavy. This is what's going on. Please like, subscribe. I'll be here doing this almost not every day, but almost every day before we do the pod. I'm gonna do like around 4:30, 5 o'clock show where I'm just talking sports. Um, so we finna move on to um my talk that I want to talk about is mostly you know, Jags and Gator talk. That's really what I want to talk about. I'm trying to do an overall um, sports segment right now where we're hitting like all the corners and hitting all the different bases on different sports right now. But I truly want to get down to the point and talk about my Jaguars and talk about Florida Gator stuff. Um, so as college football is coming around next year, it's a lot of NIL drama, like what they got going on with Oregon and Dylan Raiola and Dante Moore. In my opinion, Dante Moore should just went to the draft. I guess he didn't want to go to the Jets. I don't know what he had going on, but in my opinion, bro, you're gonna get your first round draft pick. Go to the draft. You seem crazy to me. Um, because there's no guarantee you're gonna get that next year. I've seen that happen before. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there was definitely a quarterback that decided to do that, and they would have been a first round draft pick if they decided to go in the draft the year before. So I would have just went to the draft, but it's to each his own. And now he don't even know if he's gonna be splitting time with Dylan Raiola. Terrible choice to me. Um, Craziness. Then LSU got Sam Levitt and all these transfer portal quarterbacks. I'm not worried about it because my Florida Gators, we recruit good and we got some good quarterbacks in there. I don't really care about the Georgia Tech transfer we got. I'm rooting for my boy who came from Mandarin High School in Jacksonville, right where we at. He's at Florida. He played quarterback. I'm rooting for him to be the starter next year, but you know, you never know. Um, but that's just college sports. I'm gonna move on to NFL. I'm gonna give you guys my picks for the upcoming game this weekend. Two games. You can say the conference championship games. I'm gonna go ahead and give you my picks. Um, Honestly, the Bronco New England Patriots matchup, I think, is just like up in the air. I think that's the most like, but both of them are kind of up in the air. You don't really know who's gonna win. But if I feel like I'm gonna seem crazy if I pick the Broncos, but I kind of feel like the Patriots are overrated and they're gonna be playing in Mile High. I just think the Patriots are overrated. It's not because I don't like Cardi B. I promise. I promise to you. I don't have anything against Cardi B. That's not the problem. I just personally think the Patriots are overrated. I think Drake May's overrated. I don't think they played anybody all year. I think the Broncos got kicked in the face a couple times and they got back up and they the quarterback's hurt, but they still got an amazing defense. Um, and I think Jarrett Stidham, or however you say his name, I think he's a wild card, man. Like he might come out there and he's been on the team all this whole time. He knows the playbook. I'm sure he practices with these guys. I think he might come out there and really surprise people. So my pick for that game is the Broncos. Uh, if now with the Rams and the Seahawks, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I want to pick the Rams because they have a proven quarterback, and I feel like Matthew Stafford gonna come through in that moment. I feel like yeah, they shouldn't have let Matthew Stafford get this far. He's in the NFC Championship now. They don't let him get too far. So I think I'm gonna pick the Rams in that one. I'm just picking the Rams because I don't feel like I don't who the fuck knows what Sam Darnold's gonna do. I don't fucking know. But I do know what Matthew Stafford's gonna do. He's gonna come out there and slice and dice. And he got two great wide receivers. I mean, Seahawks got a straight team, and they just got Rashid Shaheed. What's his name is, but they only got really like realistically they only got like one good wide receiver. So I would be rocking with I'm rocking with the Rams. So I guess that's my Super Bowl pick is the Broncos and the Rams in the Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl pick. And then the winner of them two, I'm picking the Rams. I think Matthew Stafford's probably gonna win it all this year. That's my pick. I think Matthew Stafford's probably gonna win it all this year. If my Jags were still in it, you already know what's going on. And we can start diving down to talk of what you want to talk about with the Jags. I know there's some Jag haters out there, some Gator haters out there, but hey, look, that's them my teams, and I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna rock with them. That however you feel about it, you can feel about it. Say whatever you want to say. You can say who your team is, and we can shoot the shit. But them my teams, and that's what I'm mostly gonna talk about. Um, but we not in it. A lot of we got nominated for a lot of pointless fucking awards. Like Liam Cohen was nominated for Coach of the Year. I don't think he's gonna win that. Trevor Lawrence is like a MVP finalist. I don't think he's gonna win that shit. Comeback Player of the Year. I feel like it's disrespectful because where the fuck did you think Trevor went? He's been here the whole time. How is he a Comeback Player of the Year? What? Where did he go? I don't know. He did get hurt. What it was last year? He did get hurt last year, so I guess so. He can't coming back off an injury, whatever. But I just feel like that's disrespectful. Um, yeah, we nominated for some of them awards, but I don't really feel like we're gonna win any of them. I feel like Trevor probably got the best chance to win anything, if anybody, from winning that comeback player of the year. But I think they should give the comeback player of the year to Stephon Diggs, maybe only because his name is hot right now. That's who you should give the award to. His name's just hot right now. Um, yeah, so diving into the NFL free agency, there's a lot of new free agents hitting the market. Like even off of the Jaguars, we got Devin Lloyd, we got Travis Etienne, both hitting the market right now. I think the Jags are going to let both of them walk, but there are a lot of other players in those positions who we can get, but we're already over the fucking salary cap, just like the other teams. So it's going to have to be some restructuring. Some people going to have to get let go, whatnot, stuff like that. But um, yeah, I think I would, if of the two, I would rather retain ETN than Devin Lloyd. I think we got two young linebackers behind Devin Lloyd who's ready to play, and Devin Lloyd only played good for 1 year. Let's see what the other guys can do. Um, I don't think what Devin Lloyd did was outrageously like better than something when one of those other guys can do. Because even when he was hurt this year, we was still in a win streak. It didn't affect the team at all. I will say he has very good instincts and like ball skills, but not worried about that. We're not gonna worry about him. Um, yeah, but that's enough. I guess NFL fucking free agency draft talk. Mendoza should go number one. Like I said, I think that man is amazing. He need to go number one. Um, I don't know if he'll be able to do much with the Raiders, but I think he should go number one. And Max Crosby would be like fucking ecstatic to have like a good quarterback. So I think the team will rally around him. Um, we could dive down some NBA talk if y'all want to. Um, I got my teams in the NBA. Y'all motherfuckers tell me who the fuck y'all teams is in the NBA. I'm not gonna trip on it. Like it's whoever you like. I'm a big like LeBron and Luca fan. But they're not really my pick to win anything in the NBA this year. Not really having a good outcome, I would say overall. At the beginning of the year, there was like second in the West, but they fell from that. Um, I think the Spurs and Timberwolves. I like both of them, but my teams are the Florida teams, the Magic and the Heat. That's who I root for. That's what I rock with. Yeah, we're gonna try to get in a short but sweet show. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's not the end of the show yet, but I will say again, this is Talking Sports with Wavy. I am Wavy. Please tune in anytime you want to. Um, I appreciate everybody who has tuned in and who has liked it so far. Um, but I will be doing more of these throughout the week, especially like game days or the day before the game. I would definitely be touching base with y'all just to making sure I'm growing my sports community as I talk about sports. Um, and then I'm gonna dive down college basketball, and you already know who's top dog, who's champ in college basketball. It's the Florida Gators, and that's obviously my basketball team. Why would I root for any other team? Oh my goodness, they're beautiful, they're glorious, they're glorious, they're glorious. I'm hoping we can win it all again this year. We're starting to turn it around. We had a really tough schedule at the beginning of the year. We played fuck, what's the fucking team? What's their name? UConn, and we played Arizona, who's like the number one team in the nation now. Man, I think we played Duke too. Like we had a really tough like beginning of the year. We lost four games, I believe, but haven't lost one since. Been on a real good roll. I think the Florida Gators have a really good chance of winning the March Madness all over again. I think they have a really good chance of at least making it to the Final Four again. If we keep on rolling the way we're rolling, definitely I can see us in the Final Four. I can see us making a run for it. I like the way Golden is running the team. I think he's gonna continue to run the team that way. I just hope he don't leave us like fucking Billy Donovan did. But I really like the way that he's running the team and the way that like it's the way he's like transforms the players. They are always like getting better as the year goes on. So I really like the way the team looks. So obviously my pick to win it all is the Florida Gators and college basketball. I'm gonna wrap up the show talking about how fucking amazing Trevor Lawrence is, and y'all better put some respect on his name. I'm gonna wrap up the show by saying, man, please like and subscribe. This is Wavy Talking Sports, and I will be doing this. I say about 2, 3 times a week. If I know we're doing the podcast, I'm gonna try to pop one of these out a couple hours before we do the pod, like almost like every day. It's just like my goal right now. Um, I want to grow the sports community with I want to grow the sports community on my YouTube for people who could be fans and who are interested in that type of stuff. I'm always interested in. I got a lot of knowledge on it. Former player myself, so um, thank you guys. Please tune in next time you see Talking Sports with Wavy, um, and please like, subscribe, follow if you like the show. All right, this is Wavy. I'm out.